The hunting grounds of Valera Prime stretched endlessly beneath twin crimson suns. Lieutenant Marcus Webb knelt in the ash-gray sand, his combat armor cracked and leaking coolant from a dozen plasma burns. Blood trickled from a gash above his eye, but his breathing remained steady, controlled. Across the ravine, Huntress ZYXRA watched him through her targeting visor. She was a Krell warrior, 9 feet of scaled muscle and predatory grace. Her species had conquered 47 worlds, and on each one, they had established their sacred tradition, the hunt. The strongest prey species from every conquered planet earned the honor of being hunted by Krell nobility. Humans had proven surprisingly resilient. This one had lasted 6 days. "Why don't you run, human?" ZYXRA's voice echoed across the canyon, her translator rendering her clicks and hisses into perfect English. "Every other species runs." The Thorian bulls charged until their hearts burst. The Vexen climbers scaled cliffs until their fingers bled to bone. Even the proud Archons tried to hide in their burrows. Marcus didn't move. He simply checked the power cell on his rifle. Nearly empty. Maybe 3 shots left. "Your physiology is fascinating," ZYXRA continued, circling along the ridge. "Inferior strength. Moderate speed. Fragile bones. Yet you've survived longer than creatures twice your size. I've studied your species. You don't have venom. You don't have claws. You don't have armor plating." She paused, genuine curiosity in her tone. "So tell me, Lieutenant Marcus Webb of Earth, why don't you run?" Marcus finally looked up at her. His face was weathered, burned by the twin suns, but his eyes were calm. Almost peaceful. "Because, Huntress," he said, his voice hoarse but steady, "you don't understand what kind of predator you're dealing with." ZYXRA's mandibles clicked in what might have been laughter. "You? A predator? You're prey, human. Wounded prey." "No." Marcus stood slowly, painfully. "We're the predator that doesn't need to be the fastest. We're the predator that doesn't need to be the strongest." He gripped his rifle, though they both knew it wouldn't save him. "We're the predator that just doesn't stop." Poetic, but irrelevant. "You're cornered." "Am I?" Marcus glanced at the sky, where the suns were beginning their descent. 6 days ago, you released me in this wasteland with nothing but a knife and 3 days of water. You hunted me with your best weapons, your best sensors, your centuries of experience." He smiled, and there was something terrifying in it. "And I'm still here. Barely. But here nonetheless." Marcus took a step forward. "Do you know what my specialty was in the Marine Corps, Huntress? Endurance operations. We called it persistence hunting. It's an ancient technique from Earth. You find prey that's faster than you, stronger than you. And you just follow it. Hour after hour. Day after day. You don't need to catch it. You just need to not give up." ZYXRA's targeting laser painted his chest. A noble philosophy for a dying man. Eventually, Marcus continued as if she hadn't spoken, "The prey gets tired. It needs to rest. It needs to sleep. But you don't stop. You just keep coming. Keep tracking. Keep pushing. And eventually." He locked eyes with her. "Eventually, the prey's body gives out. Not because you're stronger. Not because you're faster. But because you refuse to quit." Fascinating story. Now die with dignity. Her finger moved to the trigger. "For 6 days, Huntress, you've been hunting me. But here's what you didn't realize." Marcus's smile widened. "For the last 3 days. I've been hunting you." ZYXRA hesitated. "Impossible. I have the weapons. The tracking equipment. The predictable patrol patterns. The preference for high ground. The tendency to monologue when you think you've won." Marcus tapped his temple. I've been tracking you, learning you, understanding you. And I've been leaving a trail. A trail to nowhere. You're cornered in a dead-end canyon. No. I'm standing in the exact spot I chose 3 days ago. Because I knew eventually, you'd get confident. You'd get close. And you'd stand. He pointed to the ridge behind her. Right there. ZXRA's instinct screamed. She spun, but it was too late. The makeshift mine, constructed from her own surveillance drones that Marcus had systematically disabled and repurposed over 6 days, detonated beneath her feet. The explosion wasn't large enough to kill a Krell warrior, but it shattered the ridge, sending tons of rock cascading down. When the dust settled, ZYXRA lay in the rubble, her weapon arm pinned, her armor cracked. Above her, Marcus descended slowly, rifle aimed, though both knew he probably didn't have the ammunition to penetrate her armor. He didn't need it. In answer to your question, Huntress, Marcus said, kneeling beside her, I don't run because humans evolved as endurance predators. We chased antelope across the African savanna until they collapsed from exhaustion. We tracked mammoth through Ice Age winters for weeks at a time. We crossed oceans on wooden boats because we were curious what was on the other side. He picked up her energy rifle. We don't need to be the fastest or the strongest. We just need to be the one still standing when everyone else has given up. He pointed the rifle at her head. The hunt is over, Huntress. You lost. ZXRA's mandibles trembled, not with fear, but with realization. Your species, you're all like this. 8 billion of us. Give or take. Marcus smiled grimly. Still think Earth is a good planet to conquer. In the silence that followed, broken only by the wind across the canyon, Huntress ZYXRA understood why the human's answer had frozen her blood. It wasn't what he'd said. It was that he'd meant every word. 3 months later, the Krell High Council voted unanimously to declare Earth off-limits. The official record stated, species demonstrates unacceptable persistence characteristics. Recommend avoid contact. Unofficially, Huntress ZYXRA's report was more succinct, they don't stop. They never stop. Whatever you do, don't hunt the humans.